Avatar, Adapt or Die. This is a new comic that just dropped, and I'm reviewing this because of the fact that I reviewed the High Ground comic series, and I thought you guys might want to hear my thoughts on this one. And I think this is a very interesting comic compared to the other Avatar comics we've gotten as of late. This one here is not about Jake Sully, it's about Grace. Now, Grace is an interesting character because of the fact that, well, we don't know much about her. And if you saw Way of Water, spoilers for a movie that's been out for what, like 4 months now? Grace's avatar gave birth to Kiri out of nowhere. And we don't really know why that is. My theory is that she is the daughter of Ava. That's my theory. That's what I think is going to be the conclusion to all of this with that. But this comic is before any of that. So this is about Grace's avatar. And it has a very interesting through line and theme to it, which is adapt or die, essentially. Because we have the older Na'vis who are debating with Grace whether or not that their children should learn about the ways of the human. So maybe that Na'vi and humankind might have a way of coexisting together. And that's a very interesting idea because Grace, as a character, I imagine would have done something like this in the timeline of the original movie. There's still doubts, there's still questions. But in the end of the story, it does basically indicate that our best decision is to adapt for the changing times and maybe try to coexist with others. And it's a great theme, and I like the way that it's explored throughout this comic and the characters throughout all this. And it leads to a very well-written, probably the most interesting comic. The High Ground ones are good. I really like them. I think they added things that made sense to me personally in the Way of Water, but this did not do that in the same way. This added things to the original movie. I've seen like Grace try to teach other Na'vis how to coexist with their kind. And yeah, just learning more about this character that has a very interesting storyline currently going on in the Avatar series, even though we don't know much about her, is really fascinating. I really enjoyed that. So this is a high recommend for me. If you really like Avatar, check out this book. It runs about $18, and that's average price for most trade paperbacks you get now. So I think it's 100% worth the pickup. It's published by Dark Horse. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.